You can talk about it. In the back room of the back room, it was all bad fumes in the back room. Skeleton-filled closets in the back too. You can talk about it. 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 You can. In the back room of the back room, it was all bad fumes in the back room. Skeleton-filled closets in the back too. You can talk about it. You can talk about it. You can talk about it.
It's hilarious.
Talk about it.
Yo.
Oh my God.
Yo.
Oh my God.
It's episode 1. All the technical difficulties, or however you say that word, we've been drinking. But praise God anyway. Yo, it's the first episode of the Backroom Speaks podcast, the brave space for creatives.
Period.
I'm clearly Law, and got my nigga Lisa, a.k.a. Cocaine Bennett.
Please don't listen to him.
Cocaine Bennett.
Lisa.
Oh, okay. No.
Well, go sit.
Yo, it's the first episode.
Episode 1, man.
We're celebrating. We may not get into any real things today, or maybe a little bit. I don't know.
Maybe a little bit.
A little bit. How are you doing, first of all, Lisa?
I am freaking out because, as with the beginnings of anything, everything that could go wrong went wrong. But I mean, you know, if it came too easy, I would have been concerned too. So
Facts.
I'm excited that it's been a long year of like planning and stuff, but I'm excited that we're in the spot, and yeah, just really excited to just finally get this thing up and running. It's been one.
Yeah, facts.
It's definitely been one. But we here, and as the kids say, it's up.
We're here. We're gonna start by celebrating. Actually, we got a little rosé here. This is I'm pouring. I don't care about ladies first, obviously, because I'm pouring myself first. But this is some real nigga. and
Whore.
Your mama, who I love.
Mama, if you watching.
So really quick, we started this podcast. Obviously today's the first episode, but this is like 3 years in the making.
Yeah.
And we've been talking about this. Literally every conversation we have, long conversation, 3-hour conversation, is like, yo, that could have been good content for a podcast. And it's like, I've been saying this for years and years, or we've been saying it back to each other.
Straight up.
And last year we actually seriously said, we're going to do this. Probably
about exactly a year ago, almost a year ago today, if not maybe like a couple weeks a year ago. And yeah, we just started buying a bunch of stuff that we're not even using right now. We done spent so much doggone money to get this stuff off the ground. But honestly, if I can say anything to anybody with like, you know, any plan that you got, go ahead and put the money behind it. Invest to get the stuff that you want, and like just don't have but anything. Already out the gate, it ain't even 5 minutes into
you gotta
the
relax.
first joint. But
can you just talk about a little bit from your perspective
Sure.
of like what exactly is the purpose for the pod?
Man, and how many times have we had this conversation lately? But just when we say brave space, we literally mean just that, creating a space to generate, you know, the tough conversations that people otherwise wouldn't touch, the topics that people otherwise wouldn't touch on, with people that other folks otherwise wouldn't include. And so, yeah. This is what we're here to do, and creative's not limited to the medium of music. Thanks. Of course, music is what we do, of course, but you know, creative isn't just in that pocket, of course. And we reaching everybody. We're here for everybody, and we just want to talk. We want to build our people up. We got a whole bunch of connected to so many amazing businesses. Can't wait to include them in on that. Bring them in for conversations and. You know, it's for us to grow too and gain knowledge, bring awareness, and that's just what we on.
Big facts.
Oh, I just love that.
I just love.
I was waiting for that drop.
It's
oh, man.
everything she said, and real talk, like people like us and everybody that we're gonna talk to later on in the episode. the real creatives, and we specifically pick these people that we're going to introduce you guys to.
We bought some friends.
People that we hold close, number one, to us.
Yeah.
But also we just respect them as creatives individually and what they do. And it's just really dope to be connected to people like that, for sure. So we're gonna
real quick, because I know like we had like big dreams, of course, of how to like celebrate and do this first episode, but because we're the pandemic and everything, we had to get a pandemic. I think it was a
pandemic.
Whatever. But we had to be strategic in how we celebrate it. And so this is just something on a smaller scale. We couldn't include, of course, everybody that we love and all that, but we just gonna get by with a little help from our friends. I get by.
Look, so one of the things that we're gonna do on this pod, we're gonna tackle mad subjects, tough things. I wrote this song called The Back Room that was on my project that came out back in 2019. It's called Don't Hit Me When You Hear This. It's still streaming everywhere, by the way. You know what I mean? And that back room was a synonym, a metaphor.
Metaphor, yep.
I'm not an English major, but it was a metaphor for the back of your mind, you know what I mean? And actually what I said in the song was the back room of the back room. It's like deep down in that genre, right? Like, stuff that's, I think Lisa said those untouchable topics, and some of those things we want to touch on the pods. A lot of stuff that niggas in Chicago just ain't talking about or scared to talk about. You know what I mean?
But we need to talk about it.
And clearly do. And nobody else is really opening up that or providing that platform. And that's just a fact. Yeah. So really, really with everybody that we brought on today, we want to kind of touch on even just a little bit on some of the things that they would like to, see done or see covered on the pod. I got my brother, Jerry Westbrook, a.k.a. JY, a.k.a. the Big Guy brand. Go ahead and unmute yourself, big bro. First of all, what's up, man? How are you doing?
Man, all is well, bro. Can't even complain.
That's awesome, man. It's first of all, we really appreciate you coming on, answering the call, and you immediately said yes. I want to say, first of all, like how I met JY.
Okay.
We actually did I went to church with some people
in the beginning.
And he happened to share a child with one of those people, and they bought a child together. They went have, and he came and he played drums at my church for a concert one time.
Please help.
I actually remember the song, Reverend Timothy Wright. Trouble don't last always. Hilarious. Somebody's trying to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And then we did a concert together where me and him were the singers. We were the tenors on this concert. Held it down.
We was kind of dope.
Bruh, dope ain't the word, bro. We really bodied
definitely
that.
Smacking.
And I don't sing. I don't sing often. But Jerry, like with what we talked about, as far as like what the pod is gonna be about, as a creative, as a musician, as a singer, entertainer, what's some of the things that you would like to see covered? Like, that has to do with, the creatives in the city, our city. We know how our city is, musicians, singers, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I really like something that I really feel that I really want to see happening is like people start making. Can I curse? Can I curse a little bit?
Get it off. Go ahead. You go ahead.
Stop. Like people to stop making shit weird so often on this music scene.
Talk about it.
It's like it's just like some weird vibes. Like, don't get me wrong. I know most creatives are different.
Yeah. But
it's a difference between just being different and standing apart from everybody. But like a lot of people that's like regular, they just make shit real weird.
Big
facts. What I'm saying? I could do without that, man. Like I'm all about heavy, high vibrations, man, good vibes and all that, man. And a lot of times, man, I just feel weird around a lot of these people nowadays, man. And And that ain't a good look, man, because music is a feel good thing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people survived this pandemic because of music.
Thanks.
No bullshit.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I'm looking forward to, getting back into it, man, but less of the weirdness, man. Like, for real. Y'all keep the weird shit.
Facts.
And that's why we're here too, to break some of that up too. Like, I think a good portion of this that we didn't talk about is also meant to be a healing portion too. For that, we gonna get our shit. I'm sorry, Ma. We gonna get our stuff off, and we gonna also just try to heal from that too, and just try to, at least as much as we can. It starts with like people like us. That was such a hallmark moment.
No, but that's facts.
But that's real.
That's facts
real.
because what happens is we don't talk about it, right? And we just get up in these spaces at these shows, at these churches, etc.
Phony kick it.
man, and all the convention talk and all that, like that happens.
Hate it, dog.
What we want to do here is really kind of break that up, like Lisa said. You know what I'm saying? And really talk about this real stuff that niggas are tiptoeing around on Facebook about or on Twitter, and like really talk about it and give niggas the platform to do that.
Yeah.
Because niggas really got a lot of stuff to say. A lot of people that so-called people are hating on, they actually might be fans of these people.
It's true. Plot twist.
And it's crazy because like I'm a fan of a whole lot of people. And it's messed up that I'm fans of most of the people that make shit weird. You know what I'm saying? It's like what the fuck, man? Like,
and you almost hate to be a fan. Like now,
yeah, real talk. They make me feel bad. They make me feel like I'm like, I don't know, man. It make me feel weird. Like I shouldn't be a fan because why are you so weird, bro? Like why are you making this weird? Like, yeah, man. I think that's my biggest thing right now, bro. Like because there's some dope people, especially in our city. Mm-hmm. West, north, south, whatever. We got some dope people, man. But yeah, the weirdness is just like it's the weirdness for me.
big facts, man. Well, that's definitely one of the things I already told Lisa before we started today. Like I'm pretty sure everything that we asked everybody, like we already have it on our list.
Yeah,
because
like
we got a crap ton of like a huge list of topics and guests, and it's like. That's definitely one of the things we're gonna cover. So I appreciate your input, man, and I appreciate you just for tapping in, man. Just being a real one. I know you got to get to your little joint or whatever, get to your job.
Yeah, man.
And before you go, I know you're on the clock. Before you go, Jerry, because what you got coming up? Like I know like the world is kind of semi halfway opening up, but what you got going on like coming up that we can look for you at, or I'll pop up on you at the touch in a minute,
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate you for giving me this opportunity because I definitely I got a show coming up on the 12th. It's actually Monday after next. And it's gonna be here at the club that I'm working at tonight, that I'm doing security for tonight. It's the legendary touch, yeah. It's gonna be April 12th, Monday, April 12th show starts at 8:00. So the doors open at 7:30. And we'll be kicking everything off with the live music at 8:00. I got my boy Tommy Warriors Jr., aka Soul Boy T. You know what I'm saying? Real good dude, man. He just put out 2-song EP with some
awesome songs.
Some dope soul to it, yeah. Real good songs, man. Y'all go check out my little bro, Soul Boy T. He's on all musical streaming outlets, platforms. Yeah, he's on all that, Apple Music, Spotify. Get his
info up too.
Yeah, and then we got my other homie, Jaleel.
Shout out to
super
Jaleel.
Dope artist.
Love Jaleel.
Yeah, big shout out to Jaleel, man. It's me, him, and Soul Boy T, man.
That's a good show.
It's a pretty solid show. And then I got my god brother, Mr. P. Coakley himself, Mr. Whispers in the Dark.
Oh wow!
He's gonna be the special guest. Yeah, he's gonna be special guest, man. He's gonna come through and whisper a little bit. Do some other, soulful old school joints. Y'all know who I am with the 90 R&B.
Can't let it go. We know you. Can't let it go.
I can't, dog. I can't. I'm 90s R&B to the death, man.
Yeah, that's your style, though, and we love it. And you do it well. So we appreciate you coming through. We look forward to. We have to slide on 12 or something.
Yeah, we definitely got to do that. So that's the 12th, right?
Or is it the day after? You said Monday? Is it the 13th?
The Monday after
next. It's Monday after next on the 12th.
Let's do it.
Oh, shoot. That's my wife's birthday.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, you can't go. I'm my brother's
birthday. We're doing stuff that Saturday.
All right, cool.
We're going to figure that out. We're going to figure that out.
We up.
So
Brain says, Bring sis with you, man.
Yeah.
Pull up on Big Bro on the 12th.
At Touch.
Be masked up. You know what I mean? But pull up. We doing stuff safe though. Doing stuff safe over here. But be masked up. Pull up on Big Bro at the Touch on the 12th, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Appreciate you, bro. Love.
Love you, Jay.
Love.
Who we talking to next, Lisa? Because Big Bro set it off for sure.
He did. He did. Like I said, I get by with a little help from my friends. I actually went to the woods to pull this man out of the woodworks, and I'm gonna bring up my halfway boss, my halfway son, adjutant, but I think I'm mostly his. All the way from up the street, Chicago. Put your hands together. Put your and receive the Daniel Lamar.
Oh gosh.
Unmute yourself, man.
This is gonna be fun. Unmute yourself, Danny, because this is gonna be.
Oh man.
I don't think I'm ready for this.
You
know what's funny about this? And I know the outside people don't really know about this, but I still haven't gotten a text back from Danny. I just want to be very clear about that. I sent them a track 8 weeks ago. It's like,
wow.
Still haven't gotten a text back. But
we're here to heal retention rates.
You're not going to embarrass me in front of all. You don't embarrass me in front of all these people. That's what you're not going to do.
Look, we attacking turnover rates too, man.
Oh gosh.
Come on, man. Remote work. We in a pandemic. Get your life.
What y'all doing? Hey, what y'all doing?
Nothing, man. We're here. We're chilling. First episode of the podcast. I see you poured up too. What you drinking over there?
I love it.
Oh, this is rum punch.
You made that yourself? What's
yeah, with a little tequila.
First of all, he has this mic, and
it's the mic, it's the hat,
it's the background, it's everything. Bro.
It's everything that's up there.
Oh, is the mic loud? Is it too loud? Tell me if I need.
It's loud, but
it's fine.
You ain't got to be on it, but you know you good. You good.
Yeah.
You good. You look great. Got the background going, man. This is amazing.
Yeah, this is next level dedication to your people.
Thank you.
Again, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much for joining us today for the just the launch of the Backroom Speaks. And I believe we went through trying to pick people who we could just bring in for something like this. And I think that you are equal piece for both me and Lawrence. I mean, I had you first, but just as far as what you bring to us, what you mean to us, and how you devastate us as well.
You know what's crazy though? You know what's really crazy? Now that I think about it, I think I may have known Law first.
How?
Through Manessi.
That is
oh crap! There was a thing with that. We ain't gotta talk about that. Actually, we might. Let's go ahead, Lisa. You talk to him.
We can definitely the back. Wow.
Oh, that's big stuff.
This is big stuff.
Like, what the fuck is he doing?
I love it. I love it.
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Go ahead. So, I mean, I'm gonna drive real quick. So, I mean, okay, as a creative, as an artist, actually, you know what? Let's flip how we're doing this a little bit. Danny, tell us a little bit about yourself. Your short bio. Give me a short bio on you real quick.
What the fuck you want to know? Wait, can I say that?
Yeah, no. I'm at this point. You're just gonna have to like.
Oh, all right. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Well, I am a proud West Sider here. Well, let me go back. Grace and peace from God our Father and our Lord Jesus Christ.
You are absolutely annoying.
No, I'm a born bona fide West Sider. Mm-hmm. Uncle Remus, loving singer, songwriter, producer. What else I do, Lisa?
Singer, songwriter, producer.
Macaroni maker.
Yeah. You can cook, man.
It's great. All of those wonderful things. Literally. And I'm just so glad to hear. I'm so glad to be. I want to present y'all with this award.
Please. Why are you prepared like this? Why are you prepared? First of all, let me talk to y'all over here real quick. We gave them a simple rundown. Sorry, guys, we're a little informal. We're a little loose this episode. It's our opening episode, man, and we're just here vibing. We gave them a rundown to come with a little bio about themselves. We were going to ask a couple questions. They were going to talk crap about us. But the fact that this man is so thorough just further speaks to him as a person and all that he stands for, or lack thereof.
It's insane.
I'm a little concerned. But back to you, Danny. Let's
now,
award for what?
See, I present this award to you. Now, y'all can't have it because it got my name on it on the other side.
Gotcha.
But it's a thought that counts.
Sure.
We appreciate
but this amazing platform that you have to give voice to other creatives, give voice to the underdogs, really. Because we tap to hearing them other bitches.
Thank you.
That's just how I feel, you know.
Talk your crap, man.
I love it. Danny, so what did I miss? Because I had to step out for a quick minute, but did you?
I just really wanted Danny just to give his rundown of who he was and what he is to the city. I really wanted him to dig a little bit into R&B storytellers, but I really want to save that. I want to bring you back for that.
For sure.
But, if you want to give a snapshot into just what R&B storytellers, don't tell them too much. Please don't tell them too much because this is...
Okay.
I'm going to dig
okay. So R&B storytellers is something that I started back in 2015. Where I started at The Wire in Berwyn, which was a place that I was lucky to feature at as a performer.
Yeah.
And, it wasn't like a whole lot of places for us, specifically Black creatives, Black singers and performers to do, the things that we do. Yep. So a lot of people don't know this, but I was probably one of the first Black people that they allowed to put on their own show.
Mm-hmm. At the Wire.
I think everybody else, every other Black performer was either brought in by a promoter or brought in because of an event, but I hosted mine.
Yeah, you did.
And it was very important to me that we had this because, first of all, on the West Side, it's not a whole lot of places for us to perform at, which is really, that says a lot.
We're trying to fix that, by the way, but go ahead.
Me too.
And you are too. I know that for a fact. Yeah. Stay tuned for that.
Yeah. Stay tuned. But yeah, no. I had a little downfall for a second. And then I had to regroup, put it back together, and then I turned it into an open mic. Actually at one of the older lounges.
Waterhole, right?
The Waterhole, which was predominantly
Western, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is predominantly a blues lounge, but they were like,
and
you know what, we want R&B.
Smells like
they were like, we want R&B.
We love them.
And we definitely brought in that younger crowd, and hell, they love us.
Yeah. Ran up, probably drank all their alcohol and
I think the bartender lady tried to accost me, but
look at him living.
And I was probably going. I just want to be.
She tried to tickle you.
Listen. She
Go to hell.
She probably could have. Okay, because listen, but what I want to talk about.
I love the owner. Let's talk about the.
Really. I'm not really sure where that was going, but what I want to talk about is how me and Danny met initially, because this is funny. So we did actually two of my brothers that are on tonight. Dot and MJ, we did a show with Manny Manesi.
Amazing artist too.
At Refuge. It was I believe it was his first show, and it was our first show together as a band.
2PB.
And Danny was there early.
Of course.
And Danny saw me, or I ran into him. I don't know. He was in Refuge early, and he mentioned Lisa. Now, the fact that I was super overprotective, I thought like it was like some BS. Because I never seen Danny before in my life. And that was the introduction, so it was really hostile. It was really hostile. I thought it was issues. I'm
Danny was my child.
No. I heard him say your name. He wasn't talking to me. And then I was like, I said, do you remember that exactly? Danny? It was something like that.
What it was? Okay, so then that means that I did meet Lisa first. Okay, so I think I was on the phone with Lisa that day.
She had to leave
because I was trying to see if you were coming. Remember?
Yeah,
I was like,
sure.
bitch, is you coming or not?
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
Yeah, but it was a
And
thing. It was a
yeah.
thing. But then fast forward, I think because of Lisa, me and my brothers end up doing
Some work for Danny.
a show with Danny at Reggie's, which was big for us
That
because
was an amazing show, by the way.
Reggie's is
Oh my
obviously
God.
Reggie's is
It
obviously
really
a
was.
yeah, it was great. But Reggie's is obviously like a legendary spot in the city.
Yep.
And so for us to get, have a show there, and it was great. Like that
And
was
here's the
huge for
thing.
us.
No, here's the thing. And then you all did it within a week's time span.
Facts.
Learned all that music. Shout out
I
to Dada
literally
MJ.
think I had all of a week to like get that show together.
Yeah.
And it was good.
Yeah, it was a thing. It was a thing, but
And I was
it was
there.
fun. Yeah, you were there.
I was
You
there.
sang.
That was when you first met Brandy and Kalia.
That's right. Randy, if you watch.
And you sang. You sang. with
I
them.
sang that. Okay.
I got the video still on my computer.
Show the clip. Show the clip. No.
But yeah, and that was such a great night, and we're obviously grateful that you decided to come on the pod today because
Means a lot to
you
us.
just like we said about JY, like you're one of the creators that's actually doing stuff in the city, and not only do we want to shine a light on that, but even aid in making that better in somehow, any
Whatever way we can.
our platform, and that's anybody that's on this call tonight. Like our platform is your platform.
Yep.
And so, you're trying to do stuff in the city. We really need those live shows. Let me tell you, when the pandemic started,
Yeah.
bro, I grew a fro. By the way, I'm a bald man. I grew a fro.
This
I
nigga
was
looked
in the
like Will
crib.
Chamberlain. I'm gonna post that picture. Just look.
I was in the crib, and it's like we were literally we were bowling and going to see live music
That's all we
literally
did.
every week. And so
all
when
we
that
did.
stopped,
It was kind of crazy, a little bit unnerving, and it was hard to regain balance. And so
crazy.
we longed for, the R&B storytellers, the soulful Sundays,
The weekly things that you were doing, the Tuesday nights.
abruptly, the Tuesday nights, even when you have Velvet Lounge,
Lounge.
which is now the Sage Room, which is now. that shit.
Speaking of
But
which,
it's just-
that was another moment
That was
for
another
2PB
moment.
because
they
because
hosted a show there.
because of Danny, we hosted our own version of Storytellers under Daniel's.
Giving all thanks and praises to Danny.
That was really dope, and we appreciated that.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Danny.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Oh man, thank y'all.
Even more, and I guess I'll even tell my personal connection with Danny too. I wasn't doing too much of shit sorry, Mom.
Oh my God, Lisa.
Too much of anything concerning R&B. I'm a church kid, and so I rarely came out. I would come and support like different laugh sets because I like to be there and I like to enjoy those types of things. But some of my start when I moved back to Chicago in 2015, my fresh start at least doing R&B music was Danny, and so I don't know why you called me. I don't know why you keep calling me. But
I don't know why he won't text me. This is
and
crazy.
I don't know why you won't text him back. Please send him whatever that you are working. Please send it because I'm tired of hearing about it. Right.
I will.
But yeah, so thank you for being just a catalyst for a lot of my R&B work. Because without you, I wouldn't have met like the OJs, the KBs who I work. I'm a sub. I'm a BKD sub, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later. But so. We loving on you heavy, Danny. But we appreciate you. And last question, so we can get you the hell out of my face.
Wow.
What is something that you like want to hear from us, like in the future, or anything like that, concerning the pod, or like anything that you want to be included on? And then I'm also gonna say, also at the end of that, let us know some stuff that you got coming up. I think I know you got a project coming up that I was finally asked to come back. He finally asked me to sing on one of his projects, and it's coming out. And I'm very excited about it because it's been 5-6 years, and he's never. Okay, talk your crap. I just had a moment. Sorry.
That's not true. I've asked you to be on stuff for Robert, but we'll talk about that another time.
Oh, that was not a time for a drama. But yeah, anyway, like she said, because y'all got these inside jokes, I ain't got time for it. Listen.
Please help
So yeah, what would you like to see covered on the pod? And then what you got coming up? Go ahead.
I would really like to dive deeper into the discussion of um net worth. Honestly, pre-pandemic, um, there was only so many good gigs out here, and by good I do mean paid.
Talk about it.
And by paid, I mean paid what you're worth.
Talk about it.
We really need to start having those conversations and really start normalizing saying no.
I'm really putting this on my list right now.
I mean, you're not going to come to me for your wedding to do a show at your venue that you charging $20 to get into, and you're keeping the bar yourself, and you think you finna pay me $200 when I got 8 people on this stage? No.
Wait, did you say like 200 to split between the 8 people?
Crazy.
It happens. It really happens.
I've seen it.
I've been part of it. I've been part of it, and we'll shed some light on that.
And that's a real conversation though, because people like me, and and I know other musicians who we're gonna talk to later on this call. Yeah. And Danny, can talk about just doing favors. Like niggas are good people, right? Like everybody that we called tonight are good people. Absolutely. I want to put that out there. And there was some that were supposed to be on the call that couldn't make it tonight. Yeah. But we handpicked these people for a reason, right? Yeah. There's many times we've done stuff for the free. Man. For people. You know what I'm saying? Done stuff for $20, $50. I'm doing a gig. I have to bring drums. I have to bring my board, whatever. Yeah. And I'm getting paid $50 in the end. Like we've all seen this. Yeah. And then sometimes nothing. And it's like how long do we have to just be a good person instead of asking what we're actually worth? Yeah. And niggas don't really be prepared. That's a real conversation, and that's on the list, by the way, Danny.
Even more people, needing to see that initially.
Big facts.
I shouldn't have to tell you at the end of the day, like what.
You should lead with that.
Exactly. Like, hey, what will you require to do this job for me versus, hey, this is what I got. Can you do this? I hate that caliber of bargaining, that type of thing. Anytime I bring somebody into a situation, like, I always say, like, look, what would it be? What will you require for something like this?
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people really, don't understand like just the value of a creative is more than just singing songs, to be able to roll off stuff like set lists like that. And even from the MD perspective, that's a topic and it's coming up. Just knowing what pieces to put together to make these amazing shows happen, knowing how to strategically order sets to keep the crowd moving, how to get niggas to the bar in these establishments. I cannot wait to unpack this, but you bring up something very valuable, Danny, and yeah, again, so we thank you for your time. We thank you for sharing in our first joint.
30 minutes in.
And this is crazy.
We rocking.
Also, cheers.
Danny, appreciate
cheers,
you, man.
We love you so much. Please text him because I'm tired of hearing about it.
Okay.
Text me.
I'm sure the dog is tired of hearing about it.
Sheesh.
Shout out to Ruth Bambi.
It's really insane. Love you, Danny, man. Thanks a lot, man.
Appreciate you.
Love y'all.
You can stay on if you want. Please, if you just want to hear or whatever.
I think you should stay.
Okay. I think you should stay though.
I think you should.
I'll be here.
All right.
Love.
Give it up for Danny.
Give it up for Danny. I appreciate him.
Danny is we really appreciate him. Now,
who you got all the way from the far south burbs in Jerusalem?
Bruh, this guy well actually I'm just gonna bring him on, but next is my brother Kendall, man. Unmute yourself, Kendall. We got something to say to you.
Yo.
All the way from Guam, man. What's up?
Stop it. I live in Madison.
Guam.
Big dog. Listen, I wanna give a little backstory. So after we speak with Kendall, we're gonna talk to two gentlemen.
Lord, my word.
And those two gentlemen and Lisa are almost synonymous when you think of me and my brothers, my circle, my all that.
For sure.
And like it's literally like if you see me out, I'm with Lisa, I'm with MJ, I'm with Doc. It's literally, and everybody knows that them is the ones, like blood niggas, like them the guys. In
Thanks.
2018, late 2018, I was producing a stage play part of a production team for a stage play. For a young lady I was working with, Trina Page. Shout out to her.
Shout out to Trina.
What is it? I can't even think of the name. But shout out to Trina Page.
Oh, I didn't know what the first play was.
And I was normally playing drums for this. I was MDing. I was playing drums. I was doing the arrangements for the music on it. Along with help from my brother MJ and nobody else.
My Lord.
I know MJ heard that shot, but I was getting help from MJ and nobody else. And Paige said, I need you to step more into production. I need you to, run the show more. So you can't play drums for this. And she brought up Kendall. And I'm because if I'm gonna normally call somebody, I'm gonna call my brothers.
Yeah.
So I never met Kendall, and she's like, Kendall, we met over like Facebook Messenger or something. Like that's how we connected the dots, and nobody's ever become. And I'm really particular about this. Like I said, I only got like a few niggas. Like nobody's become my brother faster, just because the genuineness and just all that crap, just a real stand-up nigga, and that's not common, especially in our city. So, and then he's a great drummer.
He's a great drummer. Cool,
so, it was just great, and we clicked, and now I talk to this nigga like 4 times a week for no reason, because we're just bouncing stuff back and forth. For he's doing something for me, I'm doing something for him. Like he's just a great dude.
Yeah,
I appreciate you accepting the invite to come on the pod. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm great, bro. I'm great, y'all. I appreciate this one.
No, this is dope. This is dope that you're here.
We had this conversation already. I was ready. I was ready.
No, for sure. And trust me, everybody that we had on today, they're gonna get their own. Yeah. Like we're gonna have everybody back for an episode and really tackle some topics. But tell us just a little bit, or really our listeners, like just a little bit about you. Yeah. And what you do. I know I just kind of went on this 8-minute rant, but go ahead.
Oh man. Well, I'm a drummer. I'm from the south suburbs. Born and raised out here.
Plug your
Unfortunately.
spot. Plug your spot. Even though it's on the south side, it still some work.
Huh?
Plug your spot too.
I'm in Madison. I'm in the way. I think I just lost signal, or the camera just went out.
We still hear you. Can you hear us?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm from Madison, man, and so now I'm stepping into the producing side, and Law has been a huge help. Like he probably don't even understand it. Like I probably bug him.
No, I understand.
Like about the smallest stuff. It can be the smallest stuff that I'm calling him, and he's just like, dude, you can figure this out on your own. But he's been a huge help in me translating over from, just being a drummer to, being a drummer and a producer.
And an MD.
Oh, man.
That you are.
Oh, dude. Now, that's a conversation for, itself. Hey.
And we're going to have it. We're going to have it.
Just let me know when you're ready for it. That's all I want to talk about. That's all I want to talk about.
But yeah, man.
I appreciate y'all, man, for real.
No, easy
Happy
call.
To have you. Happy to have you.
Easy call. Now, as a creative producer, by the way, I mean, he already got production credits under his belt.
Yeah.
With the album by, I believe, Craig Jackson.
Yes, sir.
And the song "Save the Day," is that the name of the record?
It was amazing, man.
Yeah.
That song is amazing.
It is.
Appreciate it.
And the intro is better than the song. I like the song, but the intro is fire.
You just like Bills and
Wheels. Intro is fire. So I just wanted to plug that really quick. But as a creative, as a drummer musician, in the Chicagoland area, like, with this podcast, we've already explained what we're trying to do with it. Like, what is something that you would want to see covered, or that's a concern of yours in the city, or whatever?
The concern of that's in the city that we're in, and I'm just gonna speak for Chicago. It's that like the titles, man. Like the titles. Some people feel like they can't work. They can't work a certain way unless they're in charge.
Facts.
Yeah.
And
it's real.
And that's something huge here. Like some people won't give it their all unless they're the number one guy.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't understand what comes with being the number one guy. Like, so let's say the artist come to you,
either.
Yeah. man. So let's say the artist come to you and be like, yo, I can only pay certain amount. All right, so are you gonna cut some of your bread, to make sure the other guys are taken care of? Are you gonna do that? Like,
it's real.
Yeah. So that's one thing I really want to touch, man, because being a leader and an MD or whatever you want to call it, is more than just what the people in Chicago.
So much more,
man. So much more, bro. So much
more. And me and you have had these conversations a lot, and my horror stories with that, and niggas who know, so. Those that's definitely a conversation. There's actually variations of that conversation specifically that we have on our list. So we're definitely going to cover that.
Perspective is the name of that episode.
Yeah.
And we plan to have a really good guest for that one. Along with some of our friends like you, Kendall, who
do this,
who is an MD and stepping into being a producer. It's a huge topic and one that weighs heavy on me as an MD, or who's had to, step in the office of an MD several times. Like it's a thing, and it's something that I'm gonna rant about, and we're gonna need a whole hour for that. So
a rant,
it's a thing, man. Now, really quick, because we're 42 minutes in.
Really? Wow,
it's crazy. What? If at all, if anything, what do you have coming up, or do you have anything coming up? Like, what's the future looking like?
Honestly, just working from home right now.
Word.
The phone's been ringing nonstop, so I'm very happy about that. The work ain't slowed down for me.
That's what's up.
So, yeah. So I'm just doing a lot of records from home and stuff from people here or
I know.
Yep.
Probably for
I know.
How many? Real quick, how many of those records are for?
He's only done one for. Like, come on, relax. Well,
how many are on the list for this nigga?
Actually, you know what? Really, that's not even the question. The question is, how many times will he hit me up while he's doing these things? That's what we really should be talking about. But man, listen,
dude, I'm calling Law every week.
It's really bad. It's really bad at this point.
Literally,
it's really bad.
Every week.
One day I had to push my wife off me when he called me. It was like, what? No, I'm joking. That's a joke. That's a joke.
Dominique, if you watching, please hit him in the face.
But please, no, like anytime, dude. It's like, and you know how I give it up, bro. Like, I'm always down to pour into people who are willing to ask me for any help. Like it's like, nigga, it's just me.
And I'm praying for you if you thought enough to ask this man for help. Like, what type of jam were
you? So what's funny? I'm kidding. What's funny is, but what's funny is it seems like he knows the answers to everything when it comes to this Apple stuff, man, and this logic, and he knows this stuff, and he's literally the first person I call whenever I got an issue with logic or something. He's the first person I call.
Sorry to hear this. I mean, I think it's great. I think it's great. No, he helped me. He helps me too. So I can't even flex on the man. He knows his stuff.
It's one of those things, and I'm still I got people that I call for it because LaShawn Watkins, who's gonna be on the episode soon. He's always my first call when I'm like going through something like that. So once again, man, appreciate you. Love Kendall, man. It was great. Now, we still got like 20 or 15 minutes to go. We got 2 more people to talk to.
Y'all camera not showing on my end. Do y'all know that?
Oh, you know what? That's crazy. That's crazy.
We've been.
Why you didn't say that?
I do want to say that it's dope that I'm on a record with Liz and Dan. Now.
Yeah.
I'm on a record with them.
I'm gonna go to Lifetime with my story about that.
What are you talking about?
About Prophet's record.
Yeah, I'm
he played for that one.
My bad, I forgot.
Prophet, if you watching, please get your praise and worship leader.
Exactly.
Kendall Blaze, hey, real quick shout out. You blazed that search because that was like very unique music, and you brought the heat to the cans. And we
talked about that, Liz. It was different gospel music.
It was very different gospel music, and you played it like it was. He's able, like, but in a good way because it was familiar. You played like it was familiar. Respect. This was at Alex Church, Alex MD.
I watched that.
Yeah, Prophet's joint. Alex MD that. It was a dope record too.
What?
I heard the master. I heard the master today. I heard the master.
How is it? It's good.
It's cool.
Cool.
It's cool.
I ain't heard it yet.
Hold on, there's background vocals on that because I ain't.
First of all, y'all better call each other. Okay.
They got overdubbed. Okay. I'll talk to you.
You're right.
You niggas better call each other.
And Prophet sang a little bit on that too. But Kendall, you did your thing on that, and yeah, it was rough. But we got
appreciate it.
It was dope.
For sure. Love Kendall. If you want, you don't have to, but stay on. We're gonna talk to 2 more people. And so go ahead and mute yourself. We're gonna bring you in. Appreciate once again, give love to my bro Kendall Williams, man. Big love. No, we're not calling him
K Will. That's
K
what
we're not calling this nigga Ken. That's not gonna happen.
This just sounded like a
who we doing next? You know who we got left. And we know why they last.
I damn near want to end the episode right now.
Yeah, because
I am concerned.
I know one of these people are going to be completely off the chain, and I don't.
We included him because he would be a catalyst for dysfunction and also comic relief, and
he probably hasn't even had anything to drink yet. And
have you? Let me refill my glass, but
we're actually gonna go. Wait, we're gonna save him. I want to go straight to MJ first.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go straight to MJ first.
Mercy. M.A. Deacon M.A.
Word.
Were y'all talking about me?
No, actually, we were talking about your other brother.
But since you're here.
Since you're here, man.
I'll tip out.
No, you stay there. You mute. We're gonna come back to you for a reason.
So, how do we want to introduce this guy?
What, this guy?
Do you want to introduce him?
You want me to introduce MJ or Cut and Dot?
Actually, you know what? You do Dot. I'll talk MJ real quick. MJ, brother MJ.
Dickin' MJ, yeah.
Hey guys.
This is my brother. This is my little brother. I call him my son, my little brother. He's actually my blood cousin. What are you drinking on, first of all?
Tequila.
Okay. Yeah.
The subscriber you have reached.
Well, we're celebrating.
Get out of here.
We're celebrating tonight, the first day of the pod. Now, MJ is, once again, he's actually my blood cousin.
Really? I never knew after all this time.
But, he's my brother, bandmate, partner in crime for almost every project that I've ever done.
Shout out to 2BB.
He's a masterful keyboard player and
underrated.
producer. Completely underrated. Super unique. Nobody sounds like him, or he doesn't sound like anyone.
And he takes his board with him everywhere.
Everywhere he goes. It weighs 17,000 pounds, and he's gonna haul that joint. He can go somewhere where they have the exact same board, actually.
But he's still gonna bring his board
and he's still gonna bring it on and swap that joint out.
It's been real, guys. It's been real.
MJ, what's good, bro?
What up?
First of all,
dog. Congratulations.
Thank you, man. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Blessed.
Oh, I just love that.
Okay. So listen, as a creative, MJ's done a lot. Once again, I said
First of all, you gotta relax, Lisa. I don't need all that.
Purpose to laugh, Kendall. You're a terrible person for not remembering that. Purpose to laugh. So when I started working With Purpose to Laugh, as MD, with Trina Page. Shout out to her again. MJ was basically my partner in crime with that. Actually, I take that back. It was the second event. The first event was the concert. MJ wasn't there for that first one. It's my brother Keith Brooks, who will probably end up on the pod soon too. And then when we started doing the plays, though, MJ was literally the partner in crime. And even like after I arrange it, MJ would add his sauce, and it was always needed. It was always wanted. His ear is just different, man. And Lisa can speak to that. It's his ear is just different, and also he's just fam. Like he's the bro to myself, to Lisa. And that's why we wanted to have you on the pod. One of the things that we wanted to ask, just like we asked everybody else, as a creative that you are, what's one of the things that you would want to see covered on the pod?
I don't know if this like it lines up with maybe what you want, but I would say like something small, like musicians being in small churches or something like that.
That's good.
And trying to in the best way that they can, help them grow. But a lot of people don't really pay attention to how much music play a part in churches and how that helps bring people in. So
that's real.
That's maybe something along those lines,
Dude, really when I say you said,
I think we can attest to that a lot.
Nigga, listen, you said something. You said you prefaced that by saying something small, nigga. That's like huge because really huge. Churches don't understand how important, like you said, like they need to understand that if your music ministry is trash, your church is trash. I mean, in a sense, that's how important, the music ministry. And I tell my singers this at my church where I serve, like the music ministry is right here with the preach word.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the same level. Like, and you need to fix that.
It's important.
It's true.
Absolutely. That's a huge topic.
I agree. So, I actually have a question for you, MJ, which is something that I want you to tell the people, but something that I really want to know too. What are you working on right now? What are you doing right now?
You say what?
What are you working on right now? What are you doing with music right now?
Right now.
Real quick, guys. MJ, and I really mean this from the bottom of my heart.
Talk about it.
Is really one of the coldest keyboard players tucked on the west side of Chicago.
Tucked for real.
Literally tucked for real. There are so many like gems like him that are just hiding in these places, and hopefully like we can use this platform to shed light on them too. But like this man is like Law said, already said these things, but I really wanted to confirm this before MJ got the talking.
Hidden gem, man. Hidden gem.
He's a hidden gem. And just the way his mind thinks, the way he puts things together is definitely not like something that we're used to, but I think that is something that's necessary for the world. So even if you're not like doing anything, I hope that's a catalyst for you to just keep pushing, drop some stuff on us, like just reach out to those other platforms that you probably otherwise wouldn't be working on. I know you don't really care. Here's another thing. He probably don't really care about none of this. It's those people that bother me so much. They don't care about none of these platforms, playing on none of these shows, but he has so much. And as me as a firm believer in him and what he does and what he's capable of.
He's like James Fauntleroy. James Fauntleroy don't give a shit about music.
Sensei, he don't give a damn. He just want to roll his weed and sell his merch,
play with swords
and with swords and be on Twitter and drop SoundCloud covers. But this nigga James Fauntleroy got records though. That's nothing about MJ too. He got records too.
He has a whole album with Omarion, which I'm not the biggest fan of Omarion, but I do want to hear a James Fauntleroy ex Omarion album because I feel like that's going to be amazing.
Yeah, true.
And they're just sitting on it. So
in that same way, yeah, like you're one of those hidden gems. Like people don't see you out in the front, but those are you and the creds and the production creds, the people that put these things together. And so I really hope that you just fall into that and really just take off with that, because I believe in you. I'm ready for you to do some stuff.
Oh, he will.
I'm
He
ready
will.
for you to do
He
some
will.
stuff. Like, yeah, so I know I kind of like took over real quick, but what are you doing right now?
54 minutes in. Go ahead.
We just here.
Right.
It's the first episode, y'all. If y'all still with us, we here, man. Like, talk your stuff.
Right. Right now, nah, I ain't really. I mean, I just got through. I was talking to Law earlier, and I'm doing a little stuff for other people's podcasts or whatever, making things for people, whatever, doing little stuff like that. But right now, I'm like nothing really, just working on stuff here and there, but nothing, just for fun. You
Trust
know what I
me.
mean?
As
Like,
long as I have anything to do with it, we're gonna change that. I've actually already did.
Yeah.
Because the next cover that I have coming out, MJ's playing on it. He's playing guitar on it. It's already been done.
Oh yeah, he plays like 6 instruments.
That's another thing.
The kazoo,
plays bass, plays lead guitar, plays keys,
and the kazoo.
And he sings some. You know what I'm saying? Like this.
Oh no, you didn't.
Did she really just say the
No.
kazoo?
He plays the
No.
kazoo,
I mean,
and he
she
can
did say
sing.
the-
He
she
can
did.
sing too.
I can actually play the kazoo too.
Can you
No.
actually drop that clip too?
I
may have to drop that clip.
Plug it in.
I'm gonna drop that clip. Sorry, MJ. They gotta hear it.
But we won't go crazy. MJ, dude, I appreciate you coming through. I called MJ just like everybody, like was kind of last minute, man. But
thank y'all for rocking.
he said yes immediately, and we appreciate you. Like your support means everything, bro. And that's everybody, obviously. But we appreciate you, and once again, just like everybody else, bro, we're gonna have a topic where we bring you in at some point on the pod. So be on the lookout for that. Love you, bro.
Love you and me.
Yeah, love you guys too, man. Good job, y'all.
Hey, I just got one thing to say.
Like it.
Still. That's it.
Oh, come on.
Grab your neighbor. Still. All right.
Big love to MJ, man. Big love. All right, stay with us. Stay with us if you want, because I'm pretty sure you're gonna hear what Dot has to say.
I'm pretty sure. Hell, I'm gonna leave the room, but
56 minutes in, we're gonna want to hear what Dot has to say.
Yeah.
Dot, just go ahead and unmute yourself, bro.
As we hurry to a slow close.
And I'm scared.
I'm really concerned.
Because I don't want to get canceled.
Can we have a word of prayer? Is it too late to pray?
Should be concerned.
We didn't pray before this. Did we pray before this? Man.
We didn't.
Yo.
Jared Dotson.
Giving all thanks and praises to him.
Oh my God.
Praise the Lord.
So we're celebrating. Obviously.
It's a celebration.
It's the first day of the pod. Now you're last for a reason, Jared.
Oh, Jesus help me.
Wow.
As we can see, you're in your car. The reason why you're last, because if we have to do some serious edits to the language, we know exactly where to go because it'll be at the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you know who Jared Dotson is,
it's insane.
Oh my God.
Why. I personally prefer him as Mimosa Sosa. But Mimosa Sosa isn't here right now. Hopefully,
because he's in a car.
Hopefully we can bring
on my
Sosa
way down the street to get a mimosa. Hold on, actually.
Oh gosh.
He may have one in the car.
Oh, this is
He
terrible.
may have one in
Check
the
Law's
car.
glove box. That's where he usually keeps stuff.
We can't do this. We can't do this.
Always strapped.
Oh my God.
That's right.
This is
With the Lamarcus.
The terrible thing is that he pulled that out of his back pocket. Now listen. So
he actually fills his car up with that, by the way.
50.
Yeah, it runs on Lamarca Prosecco, not 87, 93, or any other
I can't
none of that other stuff you guys put in your
we're not doing
toy
this.
car.
58 your toy cars. 58 minutes in, G.
Mercy.
Jared Dotson. I met Jared Dotson in like 2009.
It was a dark and stormy night.
He's literally been my brother ever since. And literally, like I said earlier,
grandmothers.
Literally ever since that time, like if you see me, you're gonna see Dot, you're gonna see MJ, you're gonna see Lisa. It's gonna be one or all of them. Like
and the
that's
police.
just how it is.
And the police. Let's not leave out the police.
Probably.
Drop that clip from 2014 when he was on. Anyway,
let it go.
I'm dropping it.
But Jared Dotson is a drummer from the west side of Chicago. West side niggas, man.
That's right.
That's right.
Drummer. He's actually about to step into producing as well. He's my bandmate, my brother. He's a barber.
He's a barber.
Shout out to Dot on the cut.
Dot on the cut. I need that T-shirt.
And I do too. I need the red one.
The red one.
The black and red one.
Got you.
The red one. It was
the red one with the blue and the white.
Yeah.
All right.
Or actually the Miami colors too. Like
I want the red.
The Miami Vice Joan. Like I want that one. But anyway, cool. He's a barber and he picked this up not that like this wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
Like
that he stepped in.
And he's killing it right now as a barber and full time doing that and being a musician.
Yeah.
Super dope. So first of all, I know we just joked for like 30 minutes, but we appreciate you coming on the pod, man.
Really do.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm great. I don't have anything to complain about. Everything is great.
That's what's up, man. Talk a little bit, same question as everybody. What, as a creative yourself, what's something that you want to see covered on the pod?
Oh, wow. Something I want to see covered on the pod. Y'all brought me on last for a reason, and I'm not trying to be intentional about, but y'all know me. So,
you take my ears out.
As a creative, what I'd like to see, I'd like to see more accountability and originality.
Talk that talk.
Like we're in a very. I want to quote Nipsey. Like on one of his records, he quoted it. He said, like, what's going on today is like the definition of our gold mine, where people are migrating to LA, to these different places to, live their life and, pursue their dreams and their careers to, ultimately achieve some type of obtainable measure of success, however they possibly can. And right now, like, truth be told, in my opinion, I feel like motherfucking, excuse me, can I
get it off? Get it off. You're last for a reason.
Cool. I feel like there's a huge lacking when it comes to accountability and creativity as it pertains to creatives, and specifically speaking in Chicago, because that's where we're at.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it has become, and it can become, because, once people get used to one thing, then they feel like that's going to work the crowd and get them to whatever point that they feel. But, it's like you have to give people something to look forward to.
Thanks.
And taking tidbit pieces from here and there and putting it up under the umbrella of your own, you're doing something, but you're not doing anything, in my opinion. Thanks. Like you're keeping up noise in a sense. Like, it's great that you want to do this and you want to put yourself in that element and put yourself in that place, but we're creatives. We need to give these people reasons to request us, to request our song, to request our presence, to request our band, or to request whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of going to fucking any fucking live music event and I hear the fucking same song I heard at the last live music event. Like, I'm hell of a tired of that shit. And it's like, what Jerry said, like, the shit is weird at this point. And I support weird people.
Yeah.
And like, I don't have a problem with supporting, but like, let's not make this shit weird. I support you because you are who you are, but I don't condone the weirdness that you do while in the process of being you. And like, I'm so over that. I don't want to hear the same song I heard last week. I don't want to hear the same song I heard 3 years ago. You should not be doing the same songs you did 5 years ago. I don't give a damn if it's a live music event. Like,
it's live music and you want to keep the crowd involved, but a part of that is like putting your own spin on shit and giving people really a show to be like, all right, this was really lit. Like, this is going to be a memorable night because this took a turn for that, and that ain't never happened, as opposed to motherfuckers singing the same song 50 ways and vabbing out the same way on every version of the 50 ways that they did it. And it's like, what the fuck is the point?
You know, and I'm glad you said that. I want to be clear about something. I want to clear up something within what you said, because I actually stand by everything my brother said just now. Because the originality thing, that's something that we're gonna cover for sure. As artists too, because I don't want to cape for anybody. I want to be clear about that too. This ain't the pod for that. But there's certain people who have, like, for me, I put out a project in 2019, right? And I'm not a performer. I don't even really consider myself an artist. That was something I did. But if I was working my music, there's certain things that you might hear more times than once, right? Because I'm working it, right? Yeah. And that's not what my brother's talking about. I want to be very clear. Because if we have original music... this echo is going wild out. But if we have original music and, you know, you're working that music until it gets heard by the right people, like, we're not talking about that. Right. But some people are coming through with the same exact vibe, and that's what he's speaking to. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people in the city that are doing shows. I think people are just finding reasons to do shows these days. And we weren't supposed to get full off into a topic, but that's an episode. Promise. That's gonna be an episode, bro. Let's and we'll have you on for that for sure. That's gonna be an episode. As a consumer, and I plan on, like, talking from the perspective of a consumer, as a person, and as a person who's been part of it too. And we are. And so, I can't wait for that one. Y'all, like, are really hitting so much on our list, and 66 minutes in. 66 minutes in, man. It's episode 1, and it's only up from here. And so, big facts. Listen, for those who stayed, wait, go ahead. Somebody said something, or no?
Yeah, I was going to say something. Read. Go ahead. We definitely need you know, a platform like this, because, like, Facebook ain't it. Social media ain't it. Like, social media has always been a place where niggas go dick ride. Like, it's been that for me. Like, it's hard for me to take anything they type on that place serious, because, like, you niggas is just sitting on each other's laps.
Oh my God.
For real. And like,
he means
it'd be sad because, like,
he means D-riding, by the way.
I mean,
it's just
read. That's what they wanted. That's what they wanted to mean. But y'all niggas be sitting in each other's laps, and it's like, y'all okaying the shit that was taught to me and my upbringing. Like, for me, like, the shit that I be seeing y'all okay, and just now coming around to doing, it's just like I was raised on that shit for real, in the streets, at the home, in church. Like, whatever I was involved in, I was taught that shit already. And niggas, they try to make it a point of emphasis to do the right thing now, when that shit been right. It's been being done. Niggas, more people are watching you, so now you feel the need to do it in this light now, because you have so many eyes watching you. And I hate that with a passion, because, like, niggas is corny.
Big facts.
Super corny. And like, and I say what I say because I don't never have an ill intent. Like, I want everybody to be better and everything, because if I'm a consumer, I spend my money. Facts. My money, whether it's hard earned, unemployment, SBA, I spend my hard earned dollars to come be a consumer to something. So if I pay $15
Make it worth
in 2021.
Make it worth
I don't want to hear anything from 2015. You feel me?
Heard you.
And you niggas got to stop holding other niggas' hands through shit. Like,
I think it's something that you said, and once again, we're not getting into this because that's another hour-long podcast. But one of the things that, and that's what this platform is here. It's one of the reasons why we started this, because it's to hold niggas accountable, right?
Absolutely.
But not only to hold, because it's not like we're not going to be a bashing podcast.
Let's
but
be clear.
The conversations just aren't being had, right? And when they're not addressed, you're going to continue to get the same result because nobody called it out. You know what I mean? Or nobody's having those conversations like, bruh, you're my brother, or I'll talk to Lisa for a minute. Like, Lisa's, if she's out of line, I'm gonna check my nigga. You know what I mean? Like,
unfortunately.
And if I don't, and nobody else is, like, she's not gonna change anything because nothing's wrong according to her. So nobody knows this wrong because everybody's championing what's going on. Yeah. Let's not do that and have real conversations, because at the end of the day, our city, and I'll say this. I mean, Philly can go. But our city, I believe, got the best talent in the world. That's literally my opinion. Musicians, singers, artists, painters, creators from Chicago, surrounding areas are the greatest in the world. That's my personal opinion. And that includes everybody that's still on the Zoom, right? Like, I believe that for sure.
Yeah.
And I want to give the world the best showing of Chicago. Mm-hmm. Period. That's it. Like, I just want to give our best self. And now we got a platform for that. So we really need niggas to get behind it, right? Like, get behind it. These are the types of conversations that this podcast is going to provide.
Yeah. Even as uncomfortable as they can become.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because if we don't expose these things and work through these things, again, it'll never heal. And again, that's another point of this joint, is to heal and just, promote people to be better people, to be more solid, to be better versions of themselves, to be better creators, to be better at whatever it is that they do, to even help us to be better at what we do. 'Cause, man.
But it's only uncomfortable to the niggas who doing it.
Well, true, but it don't matter. You know what? You want to know why? Because we're gonna break that up and get to the bottom of it.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And that's and out of love too. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people I want to sit down and have a conversation with. Mm-hmm. Same. A whole bunch, both in the gospel music scene and people who are doing hip hop, people who are doing R&B. Like, I got a lot of questions for you niggas.
Yeah.
And I'd rather not hate on. Anyway, we're gonna go into it. 72 minutes in, we're gonna go into it.
It's episode 1,
because we need
y'all.
to end this. This is first episode.
It's episode 1.
Bro, I love you. I appreciate you coming on, man. You know what it is. You know what it is.
Love you,
I appreciate y'all for having me. Everybody else on the show, Kendall, we haven't met yet. I'm sure we will soon, for sure. Daniel, why don't your shirt never have enough buttons on? Nigga? What the fuck? I'm tired of seeing you like that. You be praise and worship, no buttons. Storytellers, no buttons. Waterhole, no buttons.
Don't you? I'm telling y'all, trying to embarrass me in front of all these people.
Go get some buttons for your shirts, nigga. I'm gonna order you 500 buttons from Amazon.
Gee.
And they gonna be different colors, and you can put them on your shirt yourself.
This is.
I hate it here.
That is great,
ladies and gentlemen. This is also
trying to embarrass me in front of all these people.
I love it.
This is also the Backroom Speaks podcast,
it's
man.
Clearly.
No holds barred. Like we.
This is insane.
It'll be this.
I love it.
And it's the space for it. The brave space.
Brave space for creators. Hey, by the way,
man.
I don't know if Lisa said it earlier, but safe space, we're cutting that out. Like, and shout out to Bree.
Shout out to
because she kind of put this in. We're gonna shout out a few more people before we end.
The Bronx.
Bree from the Bronx. Shout out to her, man. I don't even know what she is to us, like her title, but she's on the team. Shout out to her.
Shout out to Bree.
But
love you, baby.
A lot of people say, they're creating a safe space for, and we're not down. I don't like it because it's too easy. Safe. We're tired of being safe. Brave space is what it is, bro.
And more intentional.
Because safe means you can kind of hide behind.
We're attacking.
Hide behind ish. Like, no, we're actually getting to those untouchable topics, to the back room, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, it's a brave space for creatives. The brave space for creatives. Because find me another one, nigga.
Yeah.
Oh.
Remember that.
But anyway, really quick, we're going to end this first episode. I love everybody that's on this Zoom.
Yeah, thank you all for
appreciate y'all, today. Man. I want to shout out my brother, Curtis McCautry, and Creative Clothing. That's what Lisa's wearing right now. My brother, I love you. I love you. And he's gonna be on an episode soon too, and you'll hear from him and everything that he got going on. But I got like 50 of his shirts and hoodies, and one on the way. I got one on the way right now. It hasn't shipped yet. Can I
get my camouflage hoodie that I've been trying to get for 6 months? Y'all support Curtis McCartry,
for
man.
Sure.
Creative Clothing 773. Also, Law is rocking my girl, Ami Burton.
Art Over Clout, man.
Art Over Clout. Please support that brand. Again, Ami is another.
And the shirts fit great, by the way. I love it.
He keeps talking about the feel of these shirts. Ami, did you put crack in these shirts?
I'm gonna need one of those.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. We'll drop their information too. And those are both of them are
it'll be on the screen right now. Yeah.
Both of them are also amazing people that are special to us, and we'll be bringing them on later in the game.
Both of them are super dope musicians.
Super amazing musicians, yeah. We'll be bringing them on, and we want to rock them out for our first joint.
For sure. And you'll see a lot more. We're trying to rock all black niggas, man.
Yeah, we've been buying merch for about a year. We took the pandemic and bought everybody.
Every episode, we're trying to rock black designers, man. Yeah. And
so if you're out there also and you're watching, send us your stuff. We want to buy it. We want to rock it. We want to support. We like hoodies. He don't like crew necks. I like crew necks. He like t-shirts,
hats.
He like dad hats. I wear a hat too.
Whatever, bro.
Whatever you got, we want it, and we'll support. Because this is what we're here to do.
Facts.
Crazy episode.
How you feeling, man?
How you feeling? 76 minutes.
76 minutes in. We should be done right now, but. Once again, my anxiety. If everybody saw me, by the way, you might see that a little more. I got this mask.
Peppermint oil in it.
My anxiety is weird. It flares up at the weirdest time, so I got my peppermint oil in there. So if you see me sniffing this, it's not what's that stuff they use to kill you? Chloroform.
Whatever.
It's not that. But yeah, or Coke.
Let's be clear.
It's not.
What are we talking about here?
It's not Coke. Relax. You're supposed to be muted. I don't know. It's not.
Took a dark turn.
But you bodied it.
I'm supposed to mute you.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. This has been amazing.
Samuels now.
Why are we still talking? Mute yourselves.
I'm sorry.
Mom.
Y'all are terrible people. This is the first episode. We can do this
it's
on
gonna be
this
like
one.
this. I promise to tighten up next episode.
It will be. We had some issues with the camera. It
was so many things that happened today. If we could just be transparent.
It's a thing. But it's the first episode. The audio is gonna be fire though.
Yeah, I think it's great. Y'all like our mics?
The mics are fire. The background is fire.
They cost a lot.
The chairs are fire.
They cost a lot too.
And everything costs $1 million.
When you started it. Hey, real quick, and I'm gonna shout out my nigga real quick. When you are getting some stuff off the ground, you always want, people to invest in you and believe in you. And I'm so happy to have like a teammate that is also like on those great mornings where we know we got to do some damage to our pockets. Like, hey, you ready to spend this money? I'm like, yeah, man, let's go ahead and do it. But are willing to invest in the stuff that we believe in, and we believe that like the stuff that we invest in is the reason why it's just gonna take us to the next level.
Thanks.
So shout out to you. I know it's been a crazy year of me shutting down and brilliant ideas and days where we just don't have the ideas and trying to figure it out and trying to navigate it, but we sticking with it and we here and it's only up from here.
And we got lives too, by the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Straight up.
Lisa was leading at I mean, she was like in a leadership role at her church, and then she's singing for somebody in somebody's session every day of the week almost. She's a producer herself. She got credits for that too, by the way. She's arranging vocals. And then we were still doing this. I got married in September.
Man, he got a whole wife and dog.
Shout out my wife, by the way.
Shout out to
Dominique D. Shields. Now, I don't think I've ever said that before, but Dominique D. Shields.
D. Shields.
Shout out to her. But we got married in September. We moved in July, month before that, and then life was happening.
Fast.
The pandemic. We were still working. Yeah. Full-time jobs for the same company. Don't say the name.
I'm not.
Because they may fire us. And we have real lives, and we're both full-time serving under ministries. As myself as a minister of music, and I don't even know what her title is. And
I quit.
And then our own extracurricular stuff.
Sure.
As a producer, I'm doing my own stuff. She's doing life is happening, but I'm so glad we were able to get this done, bro, because I really think that it's needed for the city.
It's needed for us.
80 minutes in,
be clear.
It's
needed for us. We needed to heal. We both got some creative damage. A lot of people, y'all stay with us on this ride. It's going to be good.
Facts.
We probably got 40 weeks worth of content right now that we're just budding to get out.
And growing
every day. And shout out to our people, our guests. Shout out to Jerry, the big guy. Woo! Daniel Lamar. K. Will. Deacon M. And Dot.
And the boy Dot.
And all of our people that couldn't make it, we still love you. We're going to try to look, when the world is back regular, we're going to try to really celebrate this thing because this is very important to us.
For sure.
We invested a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this. Damn, they killed each other. But
Facts.
It's necessary, and we down for the ride, and I think it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited for the future. I feel like I'm at an award show because I'm literally there right now to see one of something that you just really worked hard on to just finally be a thing. We've been ready to pod for probably 5 years. Facts. But didn't know how to do it, and so now we got the platform. We got what we need. Let's talk some stuff out. Let's change the world. And man, this is the Backroom Speaks podcast, the damn brave space. Creatives, and I said what I said.
Big facts, dog.
I said.
Love y'all, man. Tune in for the next episode. By the way, episodes are dropping weekly. It's probably gonna be every Thursday or Wednesday. We're gonna figure that out. We're gonna figure that out within the next hour.
You'll
right?
probably see this. It'll probably be Wednesday when you see it.
If you're following us, which you already should be,
I
would assume everybody that's watching this is following us
already.
already.
The platform's gonna be on the screens,
bro.
Okay?
Follow
with your
us.
friends.
Keep up with us. Share it. Gee, this is going to be big. We're doing this because we love you. Easy. This is for creatives. This is the creatives platform. Because find me another one.
You can talk about it. In the back room of the back room. It was all bad fumes in the back room. Skeleton-filled closets in the back too. You can talk about it. 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 You can. In the back room of the back room. It was all bad fumes in the back room. Skeleton-filled closets in the back too. You can talk about it. 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 You can talk about it.